Hello everyone, and welcome to this new video tutorial for Maverick Render. In this video we will take you through a tour of all the new features we've added in the latest Maverick release. There are specific per feature videos that get deeper into each specific subject that you can also watch later. Here's the scene we will work on, which features an assembly with the different parts of this wristwatch. The highlight of the latest Maverick release is the ability to clone entities in different ways. Let's select the assembly and use the clone button, which has two options, clone and clone with dependencies. Let's discover what each one of these does. First we will create a regular clone and see how a new assembly shows up in the Objects panel. We can go ahead and move it around. If we pay attention to the Materials panel, none of the model's materials was cloned along with the assembly. If for example we select the wristband material and change its color, both models will change in sync. This is because both models are actually referencing the same material. Let's delete the clone we just created. Keep in mind that after operations such as node deletions you may want to purge the scene for unused resources to be freed up and also to get rid of unwanted clutter in the UI lists. Let's try the Clone with Dependencies button now. We will select the assembly again and clone it. As we can see now, all the materials in the model have been cloned, which means that they can be edited independent from one another. We may go through these materials, setting a new face texture for each one. Let's delete the clone we just created and purge once more. Clone with dependencies is not always the best choice because you may end up with many cloned dependencies that don't really need to be independent. Let's explore now some more advanced topics. Let's select the assembly again and clone it easily by holding the Shift key pressed while dragging. Let's say that we want two clones. We did not clone with dependencies, so materials are shared between all the clones. If one is modified, all the others reflect the change in sync. If we want to make one specific material independent from the others, we must right-click it to reveal its context menu and select the option Explode. Let's do this for the wristband material. This will leave us with two copies of the material that can be edited independent from one another. Let's do the same for the emissive material used by the screen. We will end up with one material per screen. We may go through these materials, setting a new face texture for each one. This is the optimal way to work with cloned objects. Cloning first and then exploding only the materials that need to be edited separately. Let's delete both clones and purge. And let's produce two clones again with the Shift and Drag shortcut. We only want to modify the material of one of the wristbands. We can select the wristband, search for its material in the Objects panel, and then right-click and select the Make Unique option. This operation must be done from the Objects panel because we want to affect the material of one specific object. We will end up with a cloned material for that one object which now can be edited independently. The other two wristbands will keep their original material. Make Unique is meant to be used to affect one clone in particular, leaving the rest unaffected. Let's use Make Unique on one of the screens. Because the screen is covered by a sheet of glass and we can't select it from the IPR directly, we will search for it in the Objects panel. Right-click on the material and select Make Unique. Now we can edit the texture in the newly created material. Let's delete the clones and purge once more. We will introduce now the target object, which is another new feature in Maverick. Let's create one target object from the toolbar button and move it away. We will assign the target to the pivot of the wristwatch. To this end, we will open up the TRS panel, click Copy Pivot From, and then select the target object from the list. This will make the wristwatch rotate and move from the target's position. Let's see how the new pivot affects cloning. Let's select the assembly and rotate 30 degrees while holding the Shift key pressed. And let's do the same in the opposite direction. This easily we have created a radially symmetric composition. Let's now create a new camera and make use of the camera composition guides, which are another new feature in Maverick. We will use center cross and the rule of thirds for this image. We may want to turn the guides off when done. We can use the mechanics we just learned to make unique or explode materials to our liking. Make Unique affects just one particular clone. Explode affects all the clones, as we can see here for the screens. We may go through these materials, setting a new face texture for each one. If we want to make one specific material independent from the others, we must right-click it to reveal its context menu and select the option Explode. Let's do this for the wristband material. Naturally, you can also drag and drop materials from the library as usual instead of editing each one manually. The new Clone and Explode features will greatly improve your workflow and allow you to create beautiful compositions without breaking a sweat, while keeping the scene panels tidy and organized. This is all for now. See you in the next video. Have fun rendering with Maverick.